This is my audience. I'm here to inform you why the minimum wage should not be increased to $15 an hour. Recently, there has been much debate about the push for an increase in minimum wage. According to Eric Morath in the article Push for a $15 Minimum Wage Heats Up, California and New York are striving to become one of the first states to have a $15 minimum wage. However, the minimum wage should not be increased in America because it will discourage people from going to college and getting a degree to get more of a working job. It will also create an inefficient business model, and it will only cost the U.S. more money. With the minimum wage increase, fast food restaurant employees will be getting paid more than some jobs that require a 4-year degree. In other words, an increase in minimum wage will likely discourage people from getting a degree and motivating themselves to get a better job in the workforce. For example, to work at McDonald's, a GED or high school diploma is not required. A crew member makes $8.31 per hour. If an employee works an 8-hour shift 5 days a week, then that worker will gross $332 per week. So that adds up to $1,339 per month. On the other hand, if an individual is going to a job that includes marketing, business, or technology, then he or she is required to have a 4-year degree. If an employee has the same shift at Google than the McDonald's employee, one 8-hour shift 5 days a week, then that would add up to $1,644 per week, or $6,579 per month. Based on that example, then one should be more motivated to go to college and receive a better paying job. For my example, here, I have in 1977, the minimum wage started at $2.30. Now, the minimum wage is $7.35. Based on this graph table, the minimum wage only goes up a certain amount of cents. So why in the world would we raise our minimum wage a certain number of dollars instead of cents when it took us that long anyway? Paying fast food workers $15 an hour would no longer define a low-cost business model. So that would offset the expense of a higher minimum wage, which would result in an increase in food prices. But in America, food prices are supposed to be cheap and affordable. One thing that most people miss that minimum wage is a training wage. In the article, Raising the Minimum Wage Won't Work by Alfredo Ortiz states that it gives young people the opportunity to learn the necessary skills that they need to make more than a minimum wage in the future. Raising the minimum wage will decrease the valuable training opportunities. Along with training opportunities, our economy will slowly shut down because of the extra money needed. William Dunkelberg says in his article, "Why I don't think we should raise the minimum wage." For example, let's consider a small pizza shop. That pizza shop has 8 minimum wage employees working $7 an hour, working full-time, which is about $2,000 a year. That is about $112,000 in labor costs, so let's assume that labor makes up 50% of the total costs. That adds up to $225,000 a year. If the pizza shop sells 50 pizzas for 360 days a year, at $15 each, then that will leave a revenue of $270,000. But the owner will only get to take home $45,000. As little as adding $1 to raising the minimum wage, it would add another $16,000 to the labor costs. Raising the minimum wage to $15 would add $128,000 to labor costs. In this situation, that would leave a price increase of $7 per pizza. If people start buying less pizzas at $22 each, then jobs are lost. The owner would end up working more hours because of employee cuts. The most important point if the minimum wage is increased is that companies can use robots to replace their employees, states the website Procon. if companies cannot afford to pay a higher minimum wage to their workers, then they will just take people out of the picture completely. Restaurant companies are always looking for more ingenious ways to replace people anyway now, so robots would be the way to go. So based on all that information, our economy simply cannot afford to take on a raise in minimum wage. There is truly no point to continue the fight for minimum wage. Each job will be lost or people will be taken out of the picture completely. An increase in minimum wage should not be increased because it would discourage people from going to college. It would create an inefficient business model, and it would simply cost the U.S. more money as a whole that we do not have. Thank you.